Once upon a time, in a faraway village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake lived a young girl named Elara. Elara was known throughout the village for her exceptional beauty. Her skin was as radiant as the sun, her hair flowed like a waterfall, and her eyes sparkled like the stars in the night sky. But beyond her physical beauty, Elara possessed a kind and generous heart. She was always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need, and her infectious laughter could brighten even the gloomiest of days. One day, while walking through the forest, Elara stumbled upon an injured bird. Its wing was twisted at an unnatural angle, and it lay there chirping sadly. Without hesitation, Elara picked up the bird and rushed it home. She carefully set about nursing it back to health, and every day she would sit by its cage and sing to it, hoping to soothe its pain and loneliness. The bird, which she named Orion, became her constant companion. They would spend hours together, and Orion would often perch on her finger, listening intently to her stories and dreams. As the weeks went by, Orion's wing healed, but he refused to fly away. He would often gaze at Elara with his big, soulful eyes and let out a soft chirp, as if he were thanking her for saving his life. One day, a handsome young man named Kiran came to visit Elara from a neighboring village. He had heard tales of her beauty and was eager to meet her. When they first saw each other, both Kiran and Elara felt a spark ignite within them. They spent the whole day talking and laughing together, and by the end of it, Kiran had fallen head over heels in love with Elara. He began visiting her every day, and soon enough, they were inseparable. The two would often take long walks in the forest, hand in hand, and Kiran would tell Elara how much he loved her. "Your beauty is like a beacon, Elara," he would say, "and my love for you knows no bounds." But Elara couldn't reciprocate Kiran's feelings. She knew that she had developed strong feelings for him, but something was holding her back from confessing her love. It was Orion. She knew that if she were to leave him, he would never survive on his own, and the thought of leaving him all alone was unbearable. Torn between her love for Kiran and her loyalty to Orion, Elara began spending more time in the forest, away from the prying eyes of the villagers. There, amidst the tall trees and the chirping birds, she would talk to Orion, pouring out her heart to him. One day, as Elara sat on a tree stump, scratching Orion's back, a wise old owl landed on a branch above her. "Why do you seem so sad, Elara?" it asked in a gentle voice. Elara hesitated, but then she began to speak. She told the owl about her feelings for Kiran and how she couldn't bear the thought of leaving Orion. The owl listened patiently, and when Elara finished, it said, "You have a kind and generous heart, Elara, and your love for this bird is truly inspiring. But you must also think of yourself. You cannot sacrifice your own happiness for someone else's, no matter how much you care for them." Elara looked up at the owl, her eyes wide with wonder. "But what if I can't bear to leave Orion?" she whispered. The owl hooted softly. "Then you must find a way, Elara. Only you can decide what is best for you." With that, the owl spread its wings and flew away, leaving Elara to ponder the bird's words. As the days went by, Elara realized that she couldn't keep hiding from Kiran. She had to tell him the truth about her feelings, no matter how painful it might be. So she invited him for a walk in the forest, and there, under the shade of a big oak tree, she confessed that she loved him. Kiran was overjoyed. He had known that Elara loved him, and now his heart soared with happiness. But he noticed that there was something else in her eyes, something that troubled her deeply. When Elara shared her dilemma with Kiran, he understood. "I may not be able to understand your bond with Orion, but I respect it," he said, taking her hand. "If you truly feel you can't leave him, then I will wait for you. My love for you is patient and true." And so their love story continued, not with a grand declaration or a stolen kiss, but with a quiet understanding and a promise of patience. For in the end, it was their deep bond of friendship and love that made their connection so special.